What is going on, boys? Sakapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we'll be going over the Franky Treasure Map Sugafest, what days are going to be available for pulling, what are the boosted days, and whether or not you should be pulling, and my overall feelings on the Sugafest. Now, if you've never been here before, make sure you guys hit the like button down below, as well as hit the subscribe button down below, so we get lots of support in the channel, and of course, keep the channel growing. If you guys do want to get notifications on all my videos, make sure you guys hit the bell notification right next to it, so you get the bell notifications every time I drop a video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Sugafest details. So the first part about the Sugafest, it's going to be a Sugafest that's going to last 9 days, just like every other Adventure Mode Sugafest we've had lately. It's going to have 1, 2, and 3 parts, just like a lot of the other ones. There's going to be boosted points for certain units that you're going to pull during the banner. We are also have all legends are available, with select ones getting rate ups boost per banner. Excuse me. The first multi-pull is going to be guaranteed 4-star or above characters, and the third multi-pull and every 3 multi-pulls after that, 6th, 9th, and 12th, 15th, and so on, guaranteed red poster. So this is like every 3 multis you do, you can just do unlimited, and you'll get a guaranteed red on the last poster. So these are pretty common. This is a common Sugafest, so don't think that these only come around once. This is really, really common, that we're going to get every 3 multis, you get a legendary unit. The multiple counter is going to reset every day at reset o'clock, which is 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time or 12 o'clock JST. So for part 1 of the banner, we're going to see that there are rated up legends. Now these are not, if your 11th pull is not going to be one of these units, these are just characters that have a higher rate of being pulled on these days. Day number 1 is going to be Franky Megazord. It's a great name for him, by the way. I'm still on that. It's great. I smiled the first time I heard it. It's great. Vinsmoke Judge, Lucy, Magellan, V2 Law, Akainu, Bartolomeo, and Mihawk. So overall, a pretty good legend batch as far as boosted units. That sounds like a good day to pull if you were going to pull. The rare recruits that are available are going to be Treasure Mode Blackbeard, Treasure Mode Thatch, the new V2 Treble, the new V2 Senior Pink, the new V2 Kairos, Reiju, Yonji, Rebecca, Kairos, Vista, 3-day 2-0. That's the wrong color, but that's okay. I'll forgive you. Time Skip Brook. Oh no, it's in night mode, so it's fine. No, it's the wrong color. It's the wrong color. Yeah, totally. Time Skip Brook, Suleiman, Dagama, Bluno, and Hyozo. So overall, the ones that you would probably be pulling for are going to be V2 Treble, V2 Kairos, Reiju, Yonji, and Rebecca. And those are the ones you would probably really want. Everything else is really old, and you'll probably get anytime you do a pull on any Sugafest ever. TS Brook is pretty good, but I mean, Kairos just stomps all over him. On part 2 of the Sugafest, we're going to have Franky rated up again with V2 Rayleigh rated up, Shirahoshi, V2 Boa Hancock, V2 Rob Lucci, V1 Rob Lucci, V1 Fujitora, and Whitebeard. There's no V1 Whitebeard, just Whitebeard. The rare recruits that are available are going to be the Treasure Mode Thatch and Blackbeard again. V2 Sugar, Vinsmoke Niji, Vinsmoke Ichiji. Thinking about pulling day 2, just saying. Ichiji, Time Skip Perona, Dosen, Daruma, Stronghold Brook, Lauji, Dellinger, V1 Beppo, Sai Marco, Jozu, and V1 Shanks. I think that's it, right? Is there more? Nope, just Jozu and V1 Shanks. Overall, the ones you want to pull for on that day, of course, are the Treasure Mode Blackbeard and Shanks. Treasure Mode Blackbeard and Thatch, V2 Sugar, Niji, Ichiji, and that's it. Everything else is pretty darn old. Daruma as well, sorry. Daruma, even though he's old, is still very useful as far as the utility unit, very good for a lot of Coliseums, so definitely a good unit to pull for. On part 3 of the Sugafest banner, from the 29th through the 31st, we're going to have Franky Megazord, V2 Fujitora, V2 Doflamingo, Nekomamushi, Hody Jones, Uso Len, and V1 Law. So far, that looks like the best day as far as legends go, just because it has V2 Fujitora, V2 Dofi, as well as Franky, Neko, and Hody. And the boosted pool is much smaller, so that's nice. But like the thing about the Sugafest is like you're not going to just pull boosted units, you pull other units too, so it doesn't really matter which day you pull, to be honest. The golds are really what you pulled for. I'll go over that in a bit. The rare recruits that are rated up in the Treasure Mode Thatch, Treasure Mode Blackbeard. I'm guessing that's the new Pika, the Sai Bellamy, V2 Viola, Zio, Pedro, Onigumo, Stronghold Zoro, Caesar, Haruta, Bastillo, Lafitte, Treble V1, Kaku, Kumador, and Law. So Pika, Bellamy, and Viola V2? Is it? Yeah, I think it's Violet, not Viola. Because I don't think there's a Giola V2. I think it's just Violet. I think I just mistranslated or misspelled or whatever. But those are the ones that you should be pulling for. Pika is really the only gold on that day. To be honest, the golds on this day are really bad. So that's not really my favorite day to pull. So overall from the days, my recommendation, if you are going to pull, would be day 1 or day 2. Not for the legends, but for the golds. Now, in an adventure mode Sugofest, this is kind of like a base Sugofest. It's not going to be like, hey, you're going to get a crap ton of legends, so you want to make sure you pull for the best boosted days. You are actually going to be pulling on this Sugofest solely to get Treasure Mode Thatch and Treasure Mode Blackbeard, as well as the golds that come in the banner. You will get a legend if you do 3 multi-pulls, but a lot of people aren't going to be doing really ham amounts of multi-pulls. This is not that kind of Sugofest. This is a Sugofest for you to get your adventure mode units and get some golds that you don't already have. That is why you should pull if you are going to pull in the Sugofest. My recommendation is to hold off because typically adventure mode Sugofests are pretty darn bad. If you're going to do any multis at all, do 1 multi or 3 multis. Do not go past that point because that is way too much to go on the Sugofest. I am probably not going to pull on the Sugofest. I don't really see any reason to unless I really want the Treasure Mode Thatch or Blackbeard, and I don't really want them that much. I would want them for a point boosted unit, but to be honest, I don't want them that much. So I don't want them so much that I would pull for them. There is a unit that I do want really freaking bad. His name is Ichiji. But I can't seem to pull that guy. So if I did pull, that would be on day 2, but I probably won't. There's no real reason to pull on these kinds of Sugofests because the thing with Treasure Mode units is they're only really good for about 6 days, and then you'll never use them again. That's the really crappy thing that Bandai's done, is they create these Sugofests for you to pull for these units that you'll only use for 6 days. And then you get these units, you max level them, they're already come max special, and then there's no point in socketing them because if you socket them, then they're not going to be used 6 days later. So, I mean, there's really no reason to go super hard on the Sugofest for both of them. Now, if you do want to get point boosted units because you really want to hit high in the rankings, and you want to get super duper high in this ranking event, then there is no reason not to pull. But for most of us, there is no reason to pull, so please don't pull, guys. Please do not pull on the Sugofest. Please try to save out for a better one. This is an okay Sugofest. This is like a normal adventure mode Sugofest. We get these once per month, so just know that there will be better ones. We just had the New Year's Sugofest, which is amazing. The next good one is probably going to be the Anniversary. So most free-to-play players, this is where I suggest you pull, is save all your gems for Anniversary, which should be sometime around May. Last Anniversary, if you didn't know, it was a 3 times Legend Rate banner, which really has only happened once in the last year. The Lucy Sugofest was amazing. The V2 Doflamingo Sugofest was amazing as far as Legend Rates go. And the Anniversary is amazing as far as Legend Rates go. Everything else has been pretty normal as far as Legend Rates go. So I know a lot of you care about getting your Legendaries. That's the best time to get them. It also has the best rates for newer golds like V2 Kairos, V2 Treble, etc. So if you're really trying to get those kinds of units, this is not the Sugofest to try to pull for those. There are a lot of other units that you don't want to pull in these days. And waiting a longer time between Sugofests typically yields better results. Now, if you look at my history in pulls, I might do 1 multi on these adventure mode Sugos. I might do 1 in between for a new batch Sugofest, etc. But I don't go hard on the new ones. I kind of go in a little bit, and then I save the bulk of my gems, and I just go in really hard on other Sugofests that are really good with high legend rates. That's what I recommend you doing. And again, not really worth pulling the Sugofest. Probably not going to pull myself. The only good day is like day 1 or day 2 if you want to pull. Day 3 is really bad because the majority of what you're going to get, unless you do 3 multis, is going to be golds. So please hold off, guys. We also have a Frankie Twitter event coming out, which is going to be a retweet that is going to be in the description below. If we reach 10,000 retweets by the 23rd, we're going to get 10 gems and evolutionary materials for the Frankie. Now, Frankie is a really amazing unit. If you haven't seen what he does, go ahead and hit the card description above. I already have a full workout of exactly what he does and what my thoughts are on him. So he's an amazing unit to pull for. Well, guys, my name is Seika Falco. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of One Piece Treasure Cruise news, as well as going over the brand new Sugofest coming to One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan. If you guys did enjoy the Sugofest guide, make sure you hit the like button down below, as well as the subscribe button down below. So, of course, we get lots of support in the channel and keep the channel growing. If you guys do want to get notifications on all my videos, make sure you hit the bell notification right next to it, so we get notifications every time I drop a video. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace.